It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So a week of work is in the books, and it'll be fine. A little bit more work than I was doing at my old job, but a lot more money, and you know, I'm not getting phone calls at 2 a.m., so it'll be alright. On Fridays, usually there are no bosses in the office. Everyone kind of shows up a little more disheveled and casual in terms of dress. And I still haven't decided whether I want to be that guy yet, and so I'm still dressing nicely every day. And you know, it's not as big a deal as I thought it would be. I really want it to be a big deal because it's fun to complain about, but you know, it's just what you're wearing. And you know, dressing nicely on a Friday is not going to kill me. I only wish it would. But so there's a concept at work called forced lunch, and that's not the name the company came up with. That's the name that a coworker came up with. Sometimes on Fridays they have a special lunch, and it'll be like a barbecue or something. But it's not in addition to the cafeteria menu; it replaces it. So if you eat, you're forced to pick from like 2 things to eat, it's like a hot dog or a hamburger, instead of like the 30 things you can get if you eat in the cafeteria on a typical day. And so, and you still have to pay for it. It's not like it's suddenly free. You still have to pay for it. But you know, it's like a themed lunch, and you're limited in your options. But I thought it was really neat that they call it a forced lunch. So that's the lingo. So now you can be on my team because you just fit right in talking about forced lunches. But it turns out that when we saw the barbecue stuff, it wasn't a forced lunch. One of the departments at work had brought all their kids in. It was like bring your kid to work day for that department. And then at lunch they had some kind of like event to keep the kids from being completely bored. You know, so the kids were all playing and everything, and you know, it was probably fun for them. But all that food was for them. So the cafeteria was open for business as usual. There was no forced lunch. So I got to find out about it, but didn't have to actually endure it. But apparently there will be days where that will be an issue. So I was going to get out of there around 5 o'clock. I had a meeting at 8:30, or so I thought. And so I rushed into work, and oh my God, it's 8:32, which is still fine because no one ever shows up on time to meetings anyway. That's just something I like to do. And I'm like rushing in, I'm like, what room is the meeting in? And I'm looking around, oh, the meeting's not until 9, which was great because then I had plenty of time to prepare, and you know, so it was actually worth that I rushed into work. But it's funny because I didn't need to, but you know, I'll take it. So all the time we have for today, visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email Joel at joelshitshow.com.